In a small village nestled on the edge of the Great Sahara Desert, life moved to the rhythm of the sun. The villagers toiled under its intense heat by day and rested under the starlit skies by night. Among them was a young man named Kofi, known for his bravery and kind heart. One fateful evening, while returning from a distant market, Kofi encountered a mysterious woman unlike any he had ever seen. She was seated by the riverbank, her long, flowing hair shimmering like spun gold under the moonlight. Her skin was a deep, rich ebony, and her eyes gleamed with an otherworldly light. As Kofi approached, she looked up and smiled, a smile that sent a shiver down his spine. "Who are you?" Kofi asked, his voice barely above a whisper. "My name is Zara," she replied, her voice as smooth as silk. "I have been waiting for someone like you." Intrigued and captivated by her beauty, Kofi offered her a place to stay in the village, unaware of the danger that accompanied her. Zara accepted, her eyes twinkling with hidden secrets. As they walked back to the village, Kofi couldn't shake the feeling that there was something off about Zara. Her presence was both enchanting and unsettling. Little did he know, Zara was no ordinary woman. She was a sorceress cursed with a deadly power. Her kiss was as poisonous as venom. Zara quickly became the talk of the village. Her beauty and mysterious aura fascinated everyone, but none more so than Kofi. He found himself drawn to her, spending every spare moment in her company. She spoke of lands far beyond the desert, of ancient magic and forgotten kingdoms. Her stories enthralled him, and he soon found himself falling in love. Despite her captivating presence, Zara kept her distance. She never allowed anyone to get too close, especially Kofi. She knew the danger her kiss posed, but her feelings for Kofi grew stronger each day. She was torn between her desire for love and the need to protect him from her deadly curse. One night, as they sat under the stars, Kofi reached for Zara's hand. "Why do you keep me at arm's length?" he asked, his voice filled with longing. Zara turned to him, her eyes filled with sadness. "There are things about me you do not understand, Kofi. Things that could harm you." Kofi's grip tightened. "I don't care about any of that. Care about you. Let me in, Zara." Tears welled up in her eyes as she pulled her hand away. "I cannot. My kiss is cursed. Anyone who tastes my lips will die." Kofi stared at her in disbelief. "A curse?" Zara nodded, her voice trembling. "A witch cast it upon me long ago. I am doomed to live alone, never knowing the touch of true love." Kofi's heart ached for Zara. He wanted to protect her, to break the curse and set her free. But how could he fight an ancient magic that had plagued her for so long? Determined to find a way to break the curse, Kofi sought out the village elders. They were wise and knowledgeable in the ways of magic and lore. He told them Zara's story, and they listened intently, their faces grave. "There is only one way to break such a curse," the oldest elder said. "You must find the witch who cast it and make her reverse it. But be warned, such a task is fraught with danger." Kofi nodded resolutely. "I will do whatever it takes to free Zara from this curse." The elders gave him directions to the witch's lair, a desolate cave deep in the heart of the desert. Armed with only his courage and a small satchel of provisions, Kofi set out on his perilous journey. Days turned into nights as he traversed the harsh desert landscape. The scorching sun beat down upon him, and the freezing nights sapped his strength. But Kofi pressed on, driven by his love for Zara and his determination to save her. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, he reached the cave. It was dark and foreboding, with an air of malevolence. Kofi approached her, and she placed her gnarled hand on his chest. He felt a searing pain as if his very essence was being ripped from him. When it was over, he collapsed to the ground, weak and trembling. "It is done," the witch said, her voice cold and final. "The curse is broken. Zara is free. But remember, you have given up your strength and bravery. You will never be the same." Kofi struggled to his feet, feeling a shadow of his former self. But he had succeeded. Zara was free. That thought gave him the strength to make the long journey back to the village. When Kofi returned to the village, he found Zara waiting for him. The moment she saw him, she knew what he had done. Tears streamed down her face as she ran to him, embracing him with all her might. "You did it," she whispered. "You broke the curse." Kofi smiled weakly. "I would do it all over again for you." Zara kissed him, and for the first time, her lips were soft and warm, free of the deadly venom. They held each other close, savoring the moment they had fought so hard to achieve. The villagers rejoiced at the news of Zara's freedom, and Kofi's sacrifice became a legend. Though he had lost his strength and bravery, he had gained something far more precious, a love that had conquered even the darkest of curses. As the years passed, Kofi and Zara built a life together, filled with happiness and love. Kofi may have been physically weaker, but his spirit remained strong. He had proven that true love could overcome any obstacle, and his story was passed down through generations as a testament to the power of sacrifice and devotion. In the end, Kofi and Zara's love became the heart of the village's lore, a tale of a kiss that had once been as poisonous as venom, but had been transformed into a symbol of enduring love.